We now return to Anno 1800, and everything that I said I was going to do at the end of last episode, I didn't do it. Of course not. I just didn't have the time. I had work. So instead, we're just gonna wing it. Just gonna do it as we go here.
You can rely on us.
So, I guess we're gonna send the whole fleet. Well, I mean, actually, all of you can
Make sail.
take a little bit of wood from here.
Halyard sheets and braces.
So all we actually need is a little bit of metal, a little bit of wood.
Ready the ropes.
We don't actually need the brick, so the brick will just be for getting the buildings necessary up and running as quickly as possible. No, is it? So it's like a 5 to 10 ratio. We only need 10, so what I could do is I could split stack these somehow. How do I split them? Can I shift click? Nope. Nope.
Keep her constant.
Threw it overboard. Oh, what about doing that?
Steady her course.
Do just a little bit of trading here.
I
They get real boring, I realize. I really need to build another pier out here. I need to get the docklands going just so I can extend that.
Awaiting new horizons.
And I guess maybe I'll just fill this up with more brick. Maybe 2 brick and 2 wood to kind of complement these two.
keep her constant.
That one's ready. You know what? We'll do that.
Coordinates plotted.
I don't know what the ratio is exactly. And we'll leave you because you got to be free for expedition. Naval power 30. And I see navigation, diplomacy, and force. We got a little bit of force there. What we're going to need... I mean, we're probably good on the navigation. Naval power is not factored into this. Trait pirate. Interesting. Navigation, we have no diplomacy. And then, of course, we need rations.
Keep her constant.
So I think I may just send you here to go by.
Help us out, will you, boss?
Puzzle quest.
Spare a thought for us?
Find the workers' comrades.
A little love is
Power
all
loom
we ever
affects all
wanted.
cloth industries. That might be good to take back to home. Or just bring it back over here, I guess, so that I could. Because these are cloth industry, right? Wool. I'll have to look. Anyway, what do we have here? Cognac, champagne, cigars. Do I have some champagne I've picked up in here? I feel like I get some rewards. I do not. Damn.
New orders, Admiral.
Looking for rations that can replace.
Halyard sheets and braces.
Alright. Well, you can at least pick up some more steel.
You can rely on us.
Oh, alright, I sent him over here. Alright. It's not too expensive. That's doable.
Steady her course.
What do we have here? Navigation. 20. Yeah, this is only naval power, so I might want to swap
Stations.
something out. There's a little bit of force there. We would be giving up a lot of naval
Frigate
power.
first class.
That's something else.
Keep her constant.
Hunting. Crafting, diplomacy. Okay, well there's 1 for diplomacy. There's 10 for diplomacy. 40 for diplomacy. Okay. Now, can they just be inside?
Ready the ropes.
I don't know if it can just be in my inventory. I think it has to be slotted in the count. We do have a little bit of force. We would lose a lot of naval power, but hopefully an event won't come up where we need that. That is not a good thing to bet on, unfortunately. You were coming back. What are you doing? I had you out here for just... come over here.
You can rely on us. Make sail.
Okay. You are...
Halyard sheets
Next.
and braces.
You are going to grab... that? Where...
New orders.
Oh, okay. I didn't see it go in. Made me nervous. Okay. So these guys will all be ready to go. We could be bringing something else
orders,
there, but I think
Admiral.
we're fine. It's only 500.
Coordinates plotted.
We should be able to just spam colonize and then get everybody up and ready. And,
Stations.
because I can just slam... wrong thing. I can just slam down
Steady her
colonies.
course.
And that should do it.
Coordinates
We're
plotted.
probably bringing way too much steel to this. Because it is only 10 apiece. Let me... the hell is this called? Just a trading post? Ten and 8. Takes 10 wood and 8. Well, that's okay then. That actually works out.
Ready the ropes.
Because... well, no, I guess we need 40, don't we?
New orders, Admiral.
Okay, who's... Is it actually 8?
You can rely on us.
That would allow them to each colonize 5. We could perhaps just lower
Ready the
that
ropes.
down. Ah, but then I gotta mess with the whole thing. You know what? It'll be fine. There will not be enough so they can just share. There won't be enough islands that we use up all of these.
Frigate first
They'll just
class.
share. Okay, back to expeditions. So beer does diplomacy. What are we at here? 40 diplomacy, force, navigation. We could maybe do one for force instead. That would be beef. We have some of that. It only gains 10 morale though. Beer is good because it has 40 morale and provides a lot for diplomacy. I think we'll just go with beer. We're going to be missing out on a lot of force. Like a lot of force compared to what I had. Shoot, we can just do the last one here. Okay.
Make sail.
Let's see. That one. Sure I didn't just leave somebody hanging somewhere. Ah, I did. It's only got 12 left? What? I suppose you sell that.
You
Alright,
can rely on us.
here we go. We'll get it from there. Okay, that's that one. The clipper here that I'm still not sure.
A new commission?
I guess I could do the half and half. Or just not. I could save that one here, actually. Alright. Well, I will go ahead and get this guy going. Because you can only send the one ship off. And then these guys will all just be ready. In fact, maybe... I don't know, man. Maybe I should leave that one here.
Ready the ropes.
We've already got sort of the steel here. We might just need one. Can't really see a reason to right now because we should be. See, now that we're at peace, I think the NPCs are going after him a little bit more because now they're not worried about me. We might have to worry about a peace break at some point. But hopefully I shouldn't need my ships here. Alright.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So we'll do a full stack of beer. I could do a full stack of beef. I probably want to save one just in case I get something. I pick something up. I'm going to suggest. Right, yeah, that's going to take a little while there. Alright. Well, I honestly don't remember what this leads to, but I think it is to the New World. I'm going to have egg on my face if I go there and it's just a regular expedition, because we do have some of those. Like all of these, I think, just give you items. And since we are just kind of in the storyline still here, I don't remember. I do remember kind of that we do face the Porphorians, though, and I think they are in that next area. But anyway, let's send them out. Contract. Find the contract for sale of Prosperity Island. Okay. Potential rewards. Well, see, is it just that? Prosperity, that is the island. Well, we'll find out, I guess. Likely some force, but mostly diplomacy and navigation. We are certainly good to go there. The Sea Sponge, no. What is the name? The Freedom.
Aye, 'tis fair.
Diplomacy force. Diplomacy navigation. Here we go. We'll just pay attention to what side of the map it leaves on, and we'll put all my ships over there. Get them prepped and ready. We'll bring
Aye.
supply ships.
Keep her constant.
Now wait a minute, this warehouse is still selling this stuff? Oh, you know what? Stop for a minute here. We can actually bring something back with us. Productivity of potato farms and hops farms. Town hall, school, church, chapel. I mean, I may as well just bring stuff back.
You can rely on us.
Let's bring that one back. Kind of wish
Coordinates
you could just
plotted.
transfer them warehouse to warehouse instead of doing that. Okay. So we are selling that, but they do seem to be at levels where this is okay. Let's bring that up. I mean, eventually I should turn these off because I will want to increase. Are we just selling all the hops? I guess we're selling all the hops because we're not doing any beer here. Eventually I will want to increase this and optimize this island as well. It is profitable though, so we will leave it for now. But I mean, this is a very large island, and it would be a shame not to expand it. I mean, it could certainly hold this. 3 squares worth. Then this island alone is making a lot more. A lot more. Like 2.5 times more. Okay, it looks like we're all going down to that side of the map.
Attention for the Admiral.
While we are waiting. Because once it leaves the map, it's still going to have a certain amount of time on its journey. So then we can take care of some other stuff. Like perhaps settling these. Oh, there's steel on this island too? See, something this small would have to play around with. I guess we could. I guess we could just play with it. Right now, we got the time. What? There's actually a parade on this little island. We could play with it and
Ready
find out
for a
like the
challenge.
smallest possible island that I can make and still be profitable, because this size city not gonna make it on here unless I shuffled some blocks around. It's kind of the whole idea, I guess. Modular design. I should be able to just pull an island apart like that. But here, with all the wigginess of like the cliffs and stuff, I don't know about that. But I guess this island, because we do have that workforce, these are the islands where I could start like an iron and coal, and I could just actually... I could make this an industrial island.
Good and ready.
You're coming back with nothing. That's not good. How's the rum situation on this island?
Make sail.
Okay, we're fine on the rum. That's good.
New orders, Admiral.
Fleet ready.
Now, let's get these guys
Fleet
going.
awaiting orders.
May as well. We'll get them over here by this island. Get them prepped and ready to go. Jump at a moment's notice. Oh. I didn't notice that cave in there. Too bad there's not something hidden in there, like a pirate ship or something.
May we see these shores again.
Alright. Well, I guess we won't need brick on this island, and we got plenty of wood. So what are we up against here? Minus 40, alright. And they don't need anything yet because they need to get to 50. So we would need twice as many of these. And they are not making any money. They probably won't until we get fish anyway. So, regardless of what I would like, we will need... Ah, that is a 9x9 island. Okay. Well, that goes right there, but now we're interfering with the wood, which isn't a big deal, given the whole... Not being used for anything. Well, we'll just get started then. Put that in. No, immediately we will need one of these.
Stations! Steady her course.
Right.
Fleet ready?
It is a sizable fleet. We ought to be able to take the next map quite easily. Just seeing what it does to replenish my influence, I'm not at all concerned about it now.
I seesaw between have and have not.
Yeah. I guess we could maybe finish this up. Let's see. I think maybe pedestrian zone? That's kind of what we're doing here. One thing I would like to do is incorporate flags, but we kind of already got one on here. I'd also like to put those
Someone once told me they didn't like my work.
billboards on there. We got phone boxes, we got a clock. We could also put a city light around the place. Steel clock house? What's the difference? Public timepiece and a steel clock house. We'd probably have a fancy one here, wouldn't we? Big shack? That's not where that's going. Phone booth? I do like the phone booth. We do have the one down here. You might have one near the market. I guess we could have another one, doesn't hurt. What else do we have just in generics? Haven't unlocked that yet, surprisingly. What do we need to unlock it? Just a few more artisans. Per building we have 24. It's too many. It's too many. We'll come back to it. See the passage, the bonuses. Could put a pillar here, that's kind of awkward. Put a tractor statue. Little anchor. Ornamental fountain just hanging out there. See, now this, if we could center it, would be nice for this little park area. Speaking of park area, I guess we can put that down.
Stand back, I would. Looks like the chief
How does this
need a
look?
flash.
Okay, that's another one. Blast. One thing I did kind of want to do was have these entryways here. So I guess, actually, if I took out one of these... Depends on what I'm going to put here, but if I took out one of those, we could actually... could cross it with one of these. But part there.
Better doing this by hand.
Underpasses, right. I forgot they added like subways and stuff. Underground toilet. Well... like having that entryway cross over there, I don't know. I'd rather see it down here where people are getting off the docks and coming in. I don't know what else to put here. We could do... I guess we could just swap. Although I was trying to avoid the doubling up of phone booths on one side. Then just copy that. I don't ever go into night cycle. I have no idea what the city's going to look like. It's very dark. May want to consider brightening the place up at some point. Might be fun. Florist stall. I don't know. Surely there's some kind of greenery thing. If we put them next to each other, they'll expand. Ah, yes. It'd be nice, though.
Ceasefire
Really?
has ended.
How's about a little gathering indoors?
So you can change them when you click on them like this. I could click on them and change their look, but you can't even click on these. Can you do it with enclosed trees? No. Well, it's alright. Like more options, but whatever. Okay. I think... that's not where we're at. This fence. This luxurious park. It is not available here. Interesting. All of that stuff is here. We'd have to have artisans before we can build it. Well, damn. What about, pedestrian zone? Pedestrian zone surprisingly does not have any.
My bowels churn
An
afresh,
escort quest.
and I must beg your expertise.
We can't do that.
Ideally, one
well,
should
I mean,
keep
we
one's
could.
promises.
We could, but I'd rather not. At the moment, got things to do.
The people celebrate your leadership.
That's the trade route. Where? Oh, you're down here.
I reckon I could make you cry like a wee bairn.
After what I did to your island last time? I wouldn't be so sure. Clash of Couriers. Yeah, so this is the new... That's Land of Lions. These are scenarios. Contract. I'm pretty sure that's Land of Lions. Then that Arctic North. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to, and we should be there. So we should be getting some kind of mission anytime now. Seat of power? Could. An equestrian statue in there. Seat of power. What about just a regular old... We have our city flags here. Tourist season? Tourist season lamps? That could be neat. Surely
You look
there's...
like a royalist. That's enough for us.
Okay. Well, quest requirements no longer met. Oh, was I in the middle of a quest? Ah, shit. I thought I brought her the stuff though. I didn't see it in the list here. War be declared. And Harlow declares war. Peace and humanity desert us. Right. No. Are there even any pirates left aside from that one little ship? I'm pretty sure this navy that she's got over here probably keeping them in line. Would not hurt to go hunt, I suppose.
Attention to the Admiral.
Well, damn, I knew that was going to be a
We
waste of time.
careen into the
Here we go.
unknown.
The Perforian pursuit. The Perforians are escaping with the contract. The smoke of battle provided the perfect cover for a small craft that's now racing clear of the skirmish. The entire assault must have been a diversion so they could sneak out with the papers. You and Hannah may never know the truth unless you get them back. They have quite a head start, but you might catch them if you give chase. Alternatively, as few harbors nearby will grant them sanctuary, you can try to anticipate their likely heading. Let them run and instead try to establish their likely destination 52%. Or go hunting. Well...
We need you, Admiral.
There, we have them, your navigator smiles. See? Here. Their finger traces a route behind Ventura Island. Remarkable how few options they have. Montoya is the only port they might blend in at for 50 leagues. Sure enough, you intercept one of the tiny vessels off Montoya's twinkling bay. It may be no match for your own ship, but to sink them outright risks losing that precious contract to the water. Try to disable them, or try to board them. 40% chance.
What's eating biscuit for?
Reward discovered. Your crew licked their lips. You thought they seemed the types to enjoy tussles at close quarters, and so it proves. Cloaks drop all around, and with the cultists dead, the ship is yours. Your crew find an ingenious-looking machine aboard. This is a better one than I had, I guess. Damage per shot minus 40%, attack speed plus 100, minus... That is a shitty flamethrower. Why would I want this? No sign of the prosperity contract. Now, knowing it can only have changed hands in nearby Montoya, you make a beeline for the port. I mean, I could sell it, if nothing else, but yeah, like less damage and less range, but just because it attacks a little faster? I don't think that's worth it. For a whole 10 seconds, I'll be lucky to... But the naval power, maybe with this on board, we will at least have that. I don't know. We'll accept it. Your captain awaits. Provide extra rations and continue. Feed the crew. Extra rations to keep them in good spirits. Or just continue the expedition. I think we can probably afford the hit. Because if we lose even one, I lose that 50 bonus. You have to have a full 50 stack to get the bonus, which is stupid, frankly. But, yeah. We'll take the hit. I don't know how many more we can take, but... be good. So how to handle that. Ah.
You give us a voice.
No, I want the people.
Save me from
Grand
this
opening of
tortuous
photography quest.
complexity.
Grandfather's canning plan comes true.
A victim of my own satisfaction, I fear I
Take
become
a photo
entitled.
of the cannery.
I am giddy with gratitude.
Brilliant fireworks. All residences are increased happiness, attractiveness, and income. Alright. Not so grand opening. Few attend the opening ceremony of a family-run canning business, as only they and their relatives seem to have any degree of enthusiasm for it. Plus, I think that that guy was just faking it too, because this has been built for quite some time. Just trying to impress somebody on my dime.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Minus 100 plus 50. Minus 50. Hooray! Earthly paradise, low risks of explosions. Publish.
It's important to be true to oneself.
Awaiting orders.
You ran away. You ran away.
Fleet, on point.
Right, yeah, all right. Let's just keep it over here. It's not causing trouble yet. Were I to build a cannon, it's got to be within the port. Of course, it does. And since these are cliffs, we cannot. Damn. You would kind of think that on-land emplacements would also be a thing. Oh, let's go see what this little island has come up with. It's now even worse. Okay.
We put our love in.
But we now need to have schnapps. 100. 100. That's gonna be even worse, isn't it? It's only 16, but should add up. What kind of... I mean, you know what? I didn't know this, but I remember reading it just briefly that there are limited numbers of beautification structures, for whatever reason. Since this already has a tree here, I don't think I need to put a park. It'll just kind of look nice on its own anyway. I'm sure, like, the limitations are in the hundreds, if not thousands, of ploppables, but still, I don't want to wind up somewhere where it's like, oh, you can't put any more down, and then I gotta go find all my dinky little islands. Speaking of a dinky little island. So, I mean, this one would work if we got rid of that farm and put it at the end of town. But we kind of need it, actually, to be near here. So we'd have to move the houses that are stuck around that. That wouldn't be impossible. They would just go on the edge. It's one more little town we could have. And we got a lot of material now. I am nervous, though, as we do have pirates in the area. I don't want to sink that.
Awaiting new horizons.
Start building these townships up. Right.
Don't mind a bit foraging.
I needed 20. I needed 20. I need a bit more.
Untold perils await us.
Montoya. That contract and those Perforians must be here in Montoya, but where? The city sprawls before you under the pastel blue sky, the distinctive white walls and terracotta of Imperial La Corona flowing softly along the narrow estuary where the Mixcoatl? Mixcoatl? I don't... How do you pronounce X in Spanish? Mixcoatl meets the ocean. Yes, tranquil it is not. Anxiety is written on every passing face. They must surely know who you are and what you seek, but finding one brave enough to help is a different matter. You can ask around, or instead rely on your own eyes to find clues. Ask the locals if they know anything. Plus 50%.
We need a rudder.
The only one who may be willing to help you is a is a great plainsman. The softly spoken giant. Oh, he is a giant. My eyes see words and then they insert them, and then it's just like out of my peripheral vision here, is hauling thick rope on the dock. I'd be putting my life at risk, he says gravely, looking over his shoulder. He seems to know something. I mean, diplomacy, huh? Reassure him. Your envoy is right, he says. I can cover my tracks well enough. He nods upriver. They've taken the big ranch. They're using it for their gatherings. You'd better be ready if you're hoping to break in, though. See all these people? There's a reason they're afraid. You head for the ranch on the outskirts of Montoya, where darkness awaits. Okay. Okay. Your captain awaits your command. Can we take another hit to morale? I don't know what... Checking the crew's morale. Each setback will take your toll on your morale, and should it become depleted, your expedition will be lost. Load up your best ship with equipment and rations. Okay. But does the percentage of this have an impact? Because I don't want to take it down too far. But again, I'm hesitant to get rid of all of our beef right now. Because I've had to use that twice. 3 times now. Let's see if we can handle 80%. I think it's just a 3 times thing anyway. I think we should only have to worry about it one more time. You're just waiting on the fish. I don't like that you keep whipping around my islands here. Is that another one?
Their blood'll beat one.
It is. You missed?
Your harbor is under attack.
Attacks and slows enemies over medium range, more accurate up close. Damage per second 23. Or does solid damage to enemies at long range with good all-round defense.
Don't spend it all at once.
Guess we can keep it over here out of the way. I just don't know if they ever come on this end. But since I do gather people here, having this... I mean, having it as far out as possible it would be nice, right? Luckily, that's only an extra 10. No, it's an extra 30. We can afford that, though, here. Yeah, barely. This one's not as profitable. Probably because these are costing money, too. Oh, yeah, they are. Would be why. Plus, we have an extra unnecessary building here just to get fertility on the land. Wow. Just a little harbor gun was enough to do that kind of damage. If you manage to swing by this, you stupid fool. Ah. Damn. Well, maybe he'll try again. He might come in to try and attack this. Found it, go! Hey! Okay, just make sure that's not...
You
All right.
reached a new milestone.
back to here. We're now a village. We now need the goods. Which is rather annoying. Tis rather annoying. You know what? Maybe we can move you up. You're desperate for that at the moment. Let's see, we could get damn. Well, we can build this here. I was hoping I would also be able to fit in the whatchamacallit. That. It will not work, though. Guess I could have industry along the pathway down here. I feel like I've done this before. Same layout. And that makes a 9 by square right there. Perfect. So this will be a little bit of a ways out of the way. To get it way over here, but at least now it's kept out of the way. So now the problem is I don't think we're going to be able to very easily offset this. Poof, 200. Without just putting a bunch of people in. 150 is when the tavern comes in. And even that's going to have its own expense. Probably should
Admiral!
consider a firehouse there too. The House of Pyre. Prosperity contract must be here. Casona looks quite modern, with its white walls and pleasant gables. There's even an adjoining orangery, extending naturally toward the neat of the sweet-smelling garden. An arc of white gravel serves as a drive, with long lines of equally white picket fence bordering the acreage in a typically colonial style. Indeed, were it not for the unusual height of this perimeter and the shelters abutting it at regular intervals, armed guards, no doubt stationed in each, it would appear much as any other estate. Consider your plan of entry. Well, the only one we're getting a bonus for is to play it bold and launch an assault on the house.
Please, light our way.
That's a rather sarcastic delivery of that line. The guards at the main gate are efficiently dispatched, and their keys are taken. Your brigade flood into the ranch in formation, taking cover behind hedgerow and shrubbery as the scattered enemy attempts to muster. Sure enough, the robes soon begin to flow, and the petite pistols are out. Persist with a frontal assault. We have no choice. The Perforian defense is short-lived, and you lose no one. Leaving the dying Perforians to bask in their last light, you enter the house by the front door. Once inside, your party meets with no resistance, only dread. The vestibule is a large open room, with stairs on either side. A series of pre-Raphaelite panels depicting Pyr, the Fire Mother, adorn the walls. Pyre, I don't know. In one, she stands beneath a dark and cosmic sky, disciples at her feet, each holding a braid of her flaming hair. The most striking feature of the room, however, is the dome in the center. At first, from below, it appears convex, but it's painted in every detail as a human eye. The oculus. A pinprick of sunlight falls from its pupil to an ominous platform, thick with ash. You cannot find that contract soon enough. Search the library. Search the assembly hall. Search the study.
Look what blew up the blowhole.
Your brigade have the place to themselves. The study is small and Spartan. If that's the case, why does it matter what we search? Search them all. The study is small and Spartan, an occasional home for some absent overseer, perhaps. As such, you would think it the most likely place for some important documents, but of that contract there is no sign. In the corner, however, is the largest egg anyone's ever seen. It could be valuable. May as well have the men lift it before continuing research. Now that would actually be acceptable. We'll have to drop something. Can I just... If I accept it, there we go. I need this for an eventual museum. Your brigade have the place to themselves. Search the library.
Yar booty.
Rejoice, the contract is here, upon the shelves, beneath the letter P for prosperity. Hannah will be delighted. With this in your possession, a war may be prevented, and the small trouble it has taken to obtain it will be proven worthwhile. Indeed, there is a further windfall, as a gleaming silver shield sits on the wall. You may as well have the men take it with you as you leave. Indeed. I guess we can leave, how about that? Since we need the force and not so much the diplomacy, let's drop the beer. Okay. Now what? Where's my ship? Is it coming back? Was that not a location? I guess not. I had all those guys hopped up for nothing. No. I thought it was a little early. But I don't know. Well, shall we just get this down and see what happens here? May as well put this down right now. Sawdust in the beer, that'll be good. And eventually we will probably want this. I'm sure something is going to happen down here that I'll regret not putting one of these down, but that's also expensive. We're trying to make profitable little islands. Which may not be a thing. Not unless we start selling excess here. We have to now overcome 200. And we will only do that if they get 10 coins apiece when they're maxed out. So, 1923, 230. Just about break even. Yeah, so when they are maxed out in their lifestyle needs, this will be a profitable island. Barely, but it will. And since the minimum is 600 thanks to, I want to say the schnapps. Yeah, you can have up to 600 in schnapps. So we could just keep piling people on here, and everything after would be up to the 600 limit. Okay, well, a little messy. I mean, it's effectively the same thing as this, just not. Whatever. It'll work. It'll work. We could do the same thing here, and the blocks would just be spread out. Basically, now I know I really only need 3 blocks. Not even full ones, but I suppose if I did put a full one. So, that is more doable on a lot of these little islands. We could still scoot it around. Like, I could easily expand this one out. Just move some of that somewhere, and put one to close that off for the 3rd. We'd have to put another workhouse, but anyway. Okay, well, we know that's profitable.
Ready?
Eventually it's going to come back. I don't know how much longer it will be before we get the thing. I suppose what we could do is we could just jump straight to Land of the Lions. That's its whole other campaign to get started, though, and I'd kind of like to have because I don't remember what goes into it. But I'd kind of like to have the big island. And I know at the end of this storyline, all of this eventually goes away, and then we have to rebuild on this island. So we end up getting 2 big islands. Which means that this one probably will not expand much beyond the artisans.
Life
Which
is
I
like
guess,
sea
thinking
water
about that, we
only
could start setting
deepens
up for
one's
the sewing
thirst.
machines just to max out their needs. And just kind of leave them smaller.
We're all
Oh yeah,
full
I
of-
was working on this. Well, I'll try and find what things that I can. I think what I want though is probably some. We'll have to settle for hedges because I guess we don't have fences unless it's hidden in one of these. I was gonna look through here again and try and find it. Go with a Victorian creepy vibe, steampunk. We could have a little steampunk park. That might be fun. Or a little celebratory thing here with a gaudy carnival looking. I don't know. I'll look through all this stuff. Every time I do on the other map, I always forget where things are and what it looked like. We could do maybe like a little, maybe not so much. Oof. Okay. A little carnival park right here in the front. No. I want some kind of town square, but I'm not really sure. And then I got to clear the waterfront and still go through all that and get the docklands thing. What was preventing me from the docklands? I forget what I got hung up on there. It was, that's not docklands. That is docklands. We have it. I guess I just didn't put it down. 25,000, that's why, because it was damned expensive. Right. But now that I got the money, now that I'm not worried about it, we could probably do that. So maybe I will. Especially since I think we're going to need the piers. I see. Is that all this is? Is it just, it's all the extensions? Loading wharf. Reduces loading times for local ships. That would be... And an export office. Increased number of export-import contracts you can use. We don't need that, but definitely... one or the other here, but definitely extend that out and get that looking nice. I should probably take some pictures of what an actual dock looks like planned out, because I don't think any of the other cities. I mean, even though look how big this is. What does she have? She got a bank.
Should love you, and if they don't, should fear you.
And even that, still, their docks are just all over the damn place. Look at poor Wibbly here.
Ooh,
He's traumatized by the war. His little settlements are all militarized. I should probably consider that myself, seeing as how we are actually at war right now with somebody. Barrel, though? I mean, can we do? We're at 98. Trade rights, likely. And that's what put me on with you, right? Trade rights. Trade rights? Trade rights.
There's room aplenty under my...
Yay! Now we're friends with all the
And it was
NPCs and we don't
Will
have to worry
what
so
brought
much.
You two together.
Okay, we're at 100%. Perfect. No alliances. We'll get strapped into somebody's war that way. Lessons from World War I. Okay, I'll end this one here. I'll see you next time.